Hello. Happy Tuesday. While we're waiting for people, I am going to be putting groceries away today. And I'm also going to be, hello. I'm also going to be making some dinner. That's my productivity. But I'll probably be listening to an audiobook. In fact, I'll put it in here. I'm going to be listening to Una Out of Order while I cook tonight. How's everybody's Tuesday going? Tuesdays are my days I work from home, so, oh, hi. She's out. Tuesdays are the days I work from home, so I just worked and then I got off and went grocery shopping. So, like I said, gonna put all of that away. This is my new kitchen. You guys haven't seen it yet, I don't think, but yes. What's everybody reading tonight? What's everybody doing? Emily just finished, that's what I'm gonna read first, actually. I am going to finish The Year of the Witching. I am like one chapter and an epilogue away, I think. and then I'll get to Una Out of Order, but yeah. How's everyone's Tuesday going? What's everyone reading? Is anybody reading like spooky books for Halloween? And also, can everyone hear me? Just checking. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Okay, got that set up. Oh, my camera's dirty, I've realized. Ew. Hope that's better. Hello. What are you guys reading right now? I'm going to be finishing Year of the Witching and then moving into Una Out of Order, which I wrote because I only have like one chapter and an epilogue left. But what are you guys reading tonight? Or are you doing productivity sprints? I'm kind of doing both because I'm going to listen and make dinner. We can start our first sprint in like a few minutes, maybe 25, 30. Not as in 25 minutes, but as in at the 25 mark. But I'd love if you guys say hi. 40 pages left in Lakewood. How is Lakewood? Jillian? I think I said your name right. Let me know if I did it wrong. What's Lakewood about? Help. I'm going to go grab my headphones because I've realized, oh, are they in my pocket? No, they're not. They're in the other room. Here they are. Yeah, how is Lakewood? And I'm really loving Year of the Witching so far. It is so good. I'm almost done. I have one more chapter and an epilogue. I think I might even only have an epilogue left. But it's really good. I was really nervous that it was going to have like a disappointing ending because I've heard some mixed reviews, some meh reviews of the book in general, but so far it's been very catching. I don't know if that's the right word, but I don't want to put it down. And I'm buddy reading it with Emily from over at, oh God, what's her channel name? I can't remember it. Books with M? M likes books. We're buddy reading it, and we decided to keep going today, even though we were supposed to finish tomorrow because we couldn't put it down. So I'm very excited. So good. Just started it yesterday. Haven't been able to put it down. Participated. Ooh, fun. I really like that kind of sci-fi when it's like just distrust. I guess. I don't know. Like when it's not too sci-fi. Like Dune, I haven't read it yet, but I did watch the new movie. That's like really sci-fi, you know? And I feel like light sci-fi is more to my taste. I'm gonna have to put Lakewood on my TBR if it's not already. It freaks me out. I know I've heard of it before because Lakewood is the same name as like where I technically lived growing up. It's like a suburb. And so I'm like, is it based on that? I don't know. I have no idea why it's called Lakewood. I don't know what the reference is. But let's start sprinting at 25. So in like 4 minutes. How many minutes do you guys want to go for your sprints? I'm thinking a tentative like 30, 45. Let me know what you're thinking because I need to put these groceries away and then I'm going to start cooking. And I also have to go pee because this beeb makes me have to pee every 5 seconds. But yeah, what do you guys want to do? And what else is everybody reading? So it says Una Out of Order, but I was just talking about Year of the Witching. But Una Out of Order is also good. I am like 20 or 25% through. Let me check. No, I don't want to listen to it right now. Oh yeah, 25% in. And it's good so far. I am glad I knew like what it was about because sometimes I don't read the synopses of books like all the way through before I start a book because I like to be a little bit like less knowledgeable in order to enjoy it better. But for this one, I'm really glad that I did read through the synopsis so that I knew what the heck I was getting myself into because it's a really fascinating concept. I'm glad that like the way it's set up, Una's living her life out of order, but like it's as if she just like herself, her soul, her moment at that time jumps to whatever time it is. So like she's still living her life linearly, even though her body is not linear, if that makes sense. And like everyone around her isn't linear, of course, because she's jumping through time. So I'm really liking that. So 2 more minutes and then I think I'm gonna go for a 30-minute sprint if everybody is okay with that. And yeah, gonna put the groceries away and then I'm going to start cooking. What should I make? That's a good question. While listening to I'm gonna listen to the last chapter and epilogue of Year of the Witching before I start Una Out of Order. But I see more people are joining us. What are you guys reading? Happy Tuesday. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my favorite days because I get to work from home those days. So they're way easier and just like less exhausting from the commuting. Although I am switching jobs. I transferred to my new job next week. It's like a transfer within the company, but I switched locations. So I'm going to be a lot closer to home than I am right now. So my commute won't be too terrible once I make that transfer. I'm gonna get set up here and do a little timer. Yeah. And we'll go in just a minute. Let me know if you've missed the question. I really want to know. What are you guys doing? Are you guys reading or are you guys like doing something? Seeing as I'm doing both. You could be doing both. Let me know. We'll go in 1 more minute. Okay, here we go. how do I do this? Chrome tab, there we go. Okay. Okay, we'll go for 30 minutes and see you guys soon. I'm going to turn my camera off real quick. How did we do? Hello. I finished The Year of the Witching, and I actually decided to re-listen to the last 2 chapters just because everything went really fast at the end of that book, and I wanted to make sure that I had caught all of the things. So that's how I did, and then when we get going again, I'm sure I'll listen to some more of Una Out of Order. But how did you guys do? Did you read? Did you do anything? I'm in the midst of, I got my groceries put away, so that's done. And then I chopped my chicken, and now I just seasoned it. So that's the first step of this meal. I'm making this Tuscan chicken. It's my favorite meal. It's got heavy cream in it and sun-dried tomatoes, and it makes this almost Alfredo-y garlic, onion, sun-dried tomato flavored sauce, and then I put it over either white rice or pasta. Tonight we're gonna do pasta. So that's what I got done. But what about you guys? We'll probably do another sprint in not that long, maybe 05, just because I do want to get the chicken started and kind of get my cooking going. But yeah, that's the goal. But yeah, how'd you guys do? This smells so freaking good already. It's not even cooked yet. We're just in the middle of 2 sprints. We're going to sprint again maybe at 05. But we were just catching up on what we read. I finished The Year of the Witching. And I'm also starting my prepping for cooking. But happy Tuesday to those who just showed up. Has anybody watched Dune yet? Is anybody interested in watching Dune? I guess that also is dependent. I watched Dune last night, but just at home. Matt went and watched it at the movie theater over the weekend and then watched it again with me. And it's definitely good. It's way better. Did you guys see the 80s adaptation? Because that was not it. It's so bad. It's really cheesy and really confusing. But this one was way better. They only go half the book, parts 1 and 2. So that I think made it more clear. And then they also, obviously modernized it. Hello, problematic and loving it. Hi. What are you up to tonight? Are you reading anything? Are you doing productivity sprints? What are you up to this fine Tuesday? I'm listening to audiobooks and making dinner. Chicken bouillon cube. I don't know how to say it. I've actually never used bouillon before, but apparently it's in a lot of recipes. I don't even really know what it is. But we're going to sprint again in like 5 minutes. How long do we want to go? Do you guys want a longer sprint or a shorter sprint? I'm always a fan of the longer sprints to just like be able to like actually get into the zone, I guess. Plus I'm cooking, so that would definitely help me. Oh, if we were villains, how are you liking it? How far into it are you? Because I want to read that. I've heard really good things. I think Allie from Hardback Order is really liking that book, right? Am I wrong? Help me out. Hello, Bethany. Good evening. Yeah, we can do 40 minutes. We'll start at 05, so like in 4 minutes. So we can go for 40. That works perfectly for me. But what are you reading? Tell me all the things. Or if you're doing productivity stuff, tell me what you're working on. I'm also drinking non-alcoholic wine, which is my new favorite thing, being 6 months pregnant. I'm loving the non-alcoholic wine. Didn't even know it existed, but I knew that the non-alcoholic beer existed. And then I saw some influencer happen to be talking about it, so that was perfect. Mystery of Black Hollow Lane. That sounds perfect for October, but what is it about? Because I've never heard of that one. Is it like a classic, or is it, like, what is it? Tell me more. Do I need to read it? What kind of spooky are you guys into? Like for Halloween? First of all, do you like Halloween? Or is it just another month? And then are you like the like Hocus Pocus style spooky, like nostalgic spooky for little kids? Or are you like the horror? I'm definitely, when it comes to movies, more into like Hocus Pocus and Nightmare Before Christmas. But then when it comes to reading, I just like witches. I just want all the witches. I haven't been able to read for a couple weeks now because I homeschool my kids. Well, yeah, that sounds like a job for sure. I substitute taught, so I know that in the classroom it's a job for sure. And even with less kids at home than a whole classroom, it can be tough to get them to focus and all that stuff. I'm very excited to have a Beeb, but I don't know that I could do the homeschooling. That sounds tough. And I'm sure this year, well, 2 years now of the pandemic, I don't know if that's why you started doing homeschooling, but if it was, then that would be like an even harder transition to have to do it suddenly. Oh, okay. Mystery of Black Hollow Lane is about a middle grade girl going to boarding school. Okay, that makes sense why I don't know it, because I don't read a whole lot of middle grade. It's just not, it's obviously not written for my age group, and I am not as, I don't know, it's harder. But I wonder if that'll change as like my children or child grows up, because will I want to read what like he's reading? I mean, that seems likely. I don't know for sure. And then we were talking about if we were villains over here. Just started it, hoping to finish by the end of the month. Oh no, that is awful. I cannot stand like feeling ill. I cannot stand feeling ill. And that's rough. I'm sorry that you're going through that. Hopefully the reading will distract you, maybe. I don't know. for the middle grade spook factor, but love the movies Halloween and oh, see, you're like almost the opposite because I'm totally a movie wanting that like I mean, I guess like middle grade. It's like my nostalgia from my generation at least. Like I want Hocus Pocus, Nightmare Before Christmas. I want I even would love to watch like Halloween Town, like the Disney original movie. I don't really care to watch like actual Halloween movies, like or horror, but I don't really like horror a whole lot, anyways. But when it comes to books, I want like the fucked. I want the scary, not necessarily scary, but the dark. Like I want all the horrible things happen in the books. I like to use that excuse that I'm reading to make sure it's okay for my kids to read. I'm almost 30 and love middle grade. I love that people love it. You know what I mean? Like, I wish that I loved middle grade as much as some of the, at least creators here, like Gavin and Jade. Like, they love middle grade so much, and I wish I, like, could enjoy it to the same extent that I do other levels, like other reading levels, I guess. I don't even know if that's the correct, but age ranges. And again, I wonder if that will change as like my kid and maybe children in the future grow older. It is so good. Okay, let's sprint. We're gonna go for 40 minutes. And yeah, let's go for it because I'm a little bit behind. Okay. Hold on a second. I have to always figure out how to do the things. No. Sorry. I'm getting there, I promise. Okay. Chrome tab, here we go. Okay, we're going for 40 minutes. Hello. Sorry, I was distracted by my food. I'm going to bring you over here so that I can continue. How did everyone do? I officially am done with my reading of the Year of the Witching. I did read the last couple chapters twice, just because it went by so fast. But then I'm now listening to Una out of order. This book is good. I like it. It's weird. It's definitely a concept I've never seen before, which is so cool. How often do you get that? I don't know. So yeah, I'm liking it a lot. And yeah, that's what's going on over here. And then I'm almost done with my food also. I'm just adding the Parmesan to the sauce. And then we'll be able to, oh no, shoot. There we go. We'll be able to eat just after that. What about you guys? What did you read? I liked The Year of the Witching a lot. The ending, it's not that it was disappointing because it was really good, but it was definitely not where I thought that we might go with the story. So it was kind of maybe jarring. And I do feel like it went by so fast that I almost couldn't keep up maybe with the end, which is why I listened to it twice. But yeah, I did like it a lot. Can't stand the mom and the roommate that she has. Ooh, moms with roommates. Sometimes it makes for an interesting dynamic in the stories and in real life, I would assume. Honestly, how much do I need of this? Oh yeah. Started. Earlier, while we were sprinting, Faith asked how I'm feeling, and I assume, Faith, that you meant because of my pregnancy, but if I'm wrong, let me know, but I'll update you. So I'm, as of tomorrow, 26 weeks pregnant, which is in the middle of 6 months, and I'm feeling pretty good overall. I haven't had, throughout my entire pregnancy, I haven't had much negative symptoms, and just recently I've started getting more of the not so fun ones. So I've had really bad heartburn, and just more discomfort as he's getting bigger and bigger, because he's getting heavier. So I'm having more trouble sleeping and stuff like that. But still, even with all that, I haven't experienced any of the crazy painful symptoms. I can't believe I just finished almost all of this Parmesan that I just bought. I'm gonna have to buy more. Yes. So that was to answer your question about how I'm feeling. I'm also very stressed in general because I'm starting a new job. I'm making this Tuscan chicken dish that I found on Pinterest. So if you look up Tuscan chicken, it probably will come up. It's a really popular one on Pinterest. It's very dairy heavy. It's got 2 cups of heavy cream and 2 cups of Parmesan in it. So if that's not your taste, then maybe not for you. But it's so good. And then I make it with chicken, and I dice the chicken instead of just doing full chicken breasts, but you can do full chicken breasts. And then you can do it with any sort of rice or pasta. I've made it with both. I like it with both. Tonight I'm making it with angel hair. Where? Oh my goodness. I'm still getting used to this kitchen, so I'm what thing do I use? I've been getting back into reading short stories. Ooh, I love really messed up stories. Those are my favorite, especially in this season, like the thrillers and the horror. I don't love horror when it comes to movies. We were talking about that earlier. But when it comes to books, I do. I read it this month and I loved it. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize it was a series until I was already like most of the way through it. And I don't know that, I don't know that I like care to read the rest of the series either. And I actually accidentally spoiled myself for part of the like next book, reading the synopsis on accident. And like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm into like where it's gonna go, really. Oh, I'm so sorry, Faith. I know. And everyone, like, some people have been having, like, have had such horrible, like, sickness. And it did freak me out in the first trimester not having morning sickness, because I was like, is something, like, am I not getting enough hormones or something? But I've been very lucky so far. And hopefully that continues if we do decide to go further with another child. This one's for you. It has a lot of onion and garlic as well. Thank you. Yes. Okay, the baths. I like my baths too hot. And so I'm having a trouble with bath time, because I'm like, I want my bath to be like 103 and I can't go that hot. Okay. Sorry. I'm like almost done cooking now. Oh my God. So, funny story about that. I haven't watched Rosemary's Baby ever, but I do listen to a lot of true crime. And right when I got pregnant, I had been going down a rabbit hole of Bailey Sarian's Murder Makeup Monday, Murder and Makeup, her channel. So I'd been watching that, and I'd just been going through and like finding random episodes. And so I did this one, and it was about women who had their like fetuses taken from them, and like they were murdered, because it's awful. And so I listened to this episode of hers that was about that. It was awful, but I mean, it didn't really bother me, honestly. And then right after that, I was listening to my podcast called Wine and Crime, which I listen to like every week. They make a new episode. And it just so happened that week they did a episode on the same topic. So they had that podcast does 2 crimes within the same topic. So they had 2 different ones of women having that happen to them. And it was really dark. It was really dark. And like, why did I do that? Like maybe 6 weeks pregnant. I was very early. But it didn't bother me, luckily. So hopefully that continues. I'm way more like afraid, I guess, of like illness, like doctor stuff going on with my child than I am of like a murder or kidnapping or something like that. For me, my biggest fear is much more like medical than it is crime related. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm very, there's a lot going on right now. We just moved to this house. So we moved early October, and then I'm transferring to a new job in next week on Monday, the 1st. And I have to take this like huge exam for interpreting and hopefully pass it. And I have a 6-month leeway, but I wanted to get it done and hopefully pass it prior to giving birth. So I just have a lot going on also. Okay, Brittany Vaughn, while doing her makeup, and she also includes, there's zodiac sign. Okay, Brittany Vaughn. I think I have heard of her. I just haven't subscribed yet. Ooh. Nice. Man, I do need to read that one. I think the cover, if I remember correctly, is like white with a black woman on it. Is that right? Am I thinking of the right book? It like maybe is like a half face or like part robot. I'm not sure if that's true. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, preeclampsia is really scary. So far have had no medical issues, but I'm glad that you got through everything safely, I hope. Preeclampsia is like no joke, very terrifying. Okay. Yes, I have that book on my TBR, but I just haven't like actually picked it up yet. I was gonna make veggies with this meal, but I'm not because everything's ready now and I don't want to wait for more things. So do you guys want to do one more sprint? It's almost 8. So we could go in like maybe 5 minutes. How long do you guys want for a sprint? Oh, hydrocephalus. Okay, hydrocephalus would be brain related. Is it okay? Is your baby okay? Like, is everything now fine? I hope so. 9 pounds, 25 ounces, and 22 inches. That sounds awful. You did it, you did it. Wow, congratulations. That is so big baby. I'm very nervous that my baby's gonna have a big head because my husband has a big head. Jalapenos and spaghetti. I've never tried it. Wouldn't be opposed, although these days, maybe not so many jalapenos. I'm live. You want to come say hi to the people?
How many people?
Just like 5. It's not that many.
What are you making?
The Tuscan dish.
Tuscan dish.
Whatever it's called. Tuscan chicken. This is Matt. Hi. Here, talk about your experience of how you feel being a new dad.
I'm not a dad yet.
You're not a dad yet.
Hello.
Here, will you do the pasta?
What am I doing?
Colander pasta. And clean us 2 bowls. And feed us. And I'm gonna go sit down. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it in like 5 minutes. I think that'll be the last one. But how many minutes do we want to go? Do you want to do like 30 minutes? You want to do a short one? You want to do a long one? Oh my gosh, she's now 6 feet tall. My brother is 6'4". Well, one of them. I have half siblings, and my brother on my dad's side is 6'4". That's crazy. 6 feet tall. His girlfriend is also 6 foot tall. Okay, he's fine. Just fluid in the brain, so he has a big head. He's almost 18 months. 10 surgeries. Wow. Well, I'm glad he's doing well. That's gotta be stressful and a lot to handle. Faith says hi, and that her fiance is also named Matt.
Cool name.
Cool name. She said, Bethany said, you're making sure she's taking care of baby. You're a dad. Yeah, he always is yelling at me in a joking way of eating protein and my vegetables, which is annoying because all I want to eat is bread. But that's not pregnancy related. That's just life. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm just going to keep listening to Una out of order for this next sprint. And I'm thinking like 30 minutes. What do you guys think? Are you good with that? And then we'll do it at 8:05. So we'll end at 8:35 PST. I don't know what places you guys are at. Where are you? I'm in California, Southern California. Where are you guys at? Faith also says, you're a dad. Baby is there, just not physically in your arms. He said, all right. Ooh, okay. I also crave fresh things. Well, have craved fresh things like salad is like, I mean, I like salad. I'm sorry if you can hear my husband peeing in the background. um, yeah, I did. I craved like salad and I've been craving like fruit. I want pears and apples and stuff like that. But other than that, all I want is bread. But that's just like normal life. Okay, 30 it is. We'll start in 1 minute. Texas, Northern California. Oh my gosh, Florida. That's the whole other side. Is that 3 hours ahead of us? So it's 11. Are you awake? Oh my gosh. I would not be awake. I am an early to bed, early to rise person, but that's mostly because of my work, not because of my own choice. I don't know. It's kind of mixed. But a couple years ago, I used to work at a residential and I had to get there at 7. So I had to wake up at like 5. So I've just had, and I was a substitute teacher before that. So I've had quite a few jobs like consecutively that get me up early. And now I just wake up naturally. And I also go to sleep naturally, really early, which is unfortunate because it's already 8. We're just now eating. That's the one downside of this dinner is that it does take some time to cook it. Mid-pregnancy, it craved. Oh my gosh, Subway subs. I've been eating Subway like at least once a week. That's crazy. Yes, I get a turkey sandwich with bacon and then I toast it because you can't have like cold deli meat or whatever. At least they say so now. I don't know. And yeah, I've been craving that a lot, and I put like spinach on it and not bell pepper, onion and banana peppers and jalapenos, or I get the jalapeno cheese bread. So good for you, right? Okay, let's do a 30-minute sprint and then we'll say our goodbyes. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. And oh, hold on a second. How do I do this? I always get it wrong. Thanks. Okay, 30 minutes. We're starting. Oh no, I don't want to stop yet. Hold on. Ah, I get it wrong every single time. I'm sorry. Thank you. All right. See you guys in 30 minutes. I forgot to unmute myself. I said hello. That was our last sprint. How did you guys do? I am now, let's see, 42% into Una Out of Order, and I was 25 when we started tonight. Plus, I did read the last few chapters of Year of the Witching. So that's what I did today. And then I also made my dinner, ate my dinner, and I just cleared the dishes right now. I put the food away and then rinsed everything out so that it's ready to go into the dishwasher, which I'll need to load after we get done here. So that was my productivity for the evening. But what did you guys do? I don't know where my headphone case is, but I'm taking these out. While I'm waiting for responses, Dark. Yes, I've watched Dark. It's very good. We watched it, I think, when it came out. We watched it in between, after season 2 had come out, before season 3, and then we watched season 3 also. Season 3, in my opinion, was not as good as the rest, but that's a very good show for everyone. If you're into murder mystery with some is it sci-fi, would you say, or I don't know, a little bit of something going on that's not real life. It was very fun. Nice. 7%. Yeah, I don't know where I was before this round started, so I just know that I got from 25 to 40, whatever I said, 42, during the sprints that we've done, which I started listening to Una after the first sprint. What other stuff have I watched recently? We watched, let me see, I'll pull up. I have a list. Oh my gosh. This boy really likes post food. He always kicks me after I eat, and he's going to town. Okay, we did watch Squid Game. Loved it. Very good. And we also watched Midnight Mass, which was not good. That was very disappointing. We went and watched the new 007 movie. Time to Die, No Time to Die, whatever the heck it's called, the Daniel Craig one. It was fine. It was very long. It did not need to be that long. I also watched the documentary called Athlete A. I think it's on Netflix. And it's about the doctor that was the doctor for the US gymnastics team, for the Olympics team, and he was a creep. And it was about that. That was really well done as well. Yeah, that's all I've watched. Oh, and then Dune needs to go on here, which I watched last night. It was good, but it was definitely better than the 80s adaptation, although I haven't read it yet. But Matt has read it, and he's obsessed with this story. It's the one thing that he'll read. And he liked the 80s version, but liked this a lot better. And it was a little bit slow in the middle 2/3 area. You can watch it with the subtitles on Netflix. We watched it with subtitles, not dubbed. I don't remember how to do it, but I think you can toggle between the two for both Squid Game and Dark, actually. So you can do it without the dubs, because we watched both with just subtitles. I wish I could tell you how to do it, but I do not know. So if anybody who's watching knows how to do that, let us know. Yeah. Yeah, and I also like it with subtitles better than the dubbing. The dubbing is like the subtitles I feel like takes a minute to get used to. Like took me maybe the first like 20 minutes to like get used to having to go between the subtitles and like watching. But dubs is distracting no matter what. I can't unsee that the mouth is not moving the way it's supposed to be moving for what you're hearing.
Did you see who the person in charge of
Matt is talking about the
She's new to like him.
death of that assistant director on the
She might be in trouble for some sort of
on the set that Alec Baldwin accidentally, well, we assume accidentally, killed someone. Did you guys read anything about that or see anything about that? He's talking. I apologize. But there was some sort of like use of a firearm on the set and it went off the wrong way. I think the last time that happened was in 1993, which is 28 years ago, exactly, because that's how old I am. And it was Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son, in the filming of The Crow. He was killed by a firearm on set that was accidentally set off. That's crazy. So, no charges are being made. It was a real gun, but why was there a real gun on set? Because real guns aren't allowed to be on set. So, that's weird. If it was a real one, like, how did it end up there? There's supposed to be, like, a bunch of protocols, too, with the, like, armorist or whatever. I don't remember exactly what that's called. But the person who's in charge of, like, all of the weapons is supposed to do all these things, but this is the assistant director or something. Whoever, it wasn't a person that got hurt. They called out. They took the gun off of the set, like, piece area and called it a cold weapon, which apparently there's a difference between wet, cold, and hot. I don't know why I said wet. And I don't know. Yeah, all weapons on sets, like, you can't put real bullets into them. They don't fit. So there's still, though, like, the way that the blanks work and stuff, there's still a possibility for, like, an explosion or whatever, which is why they have all of these safety protocols in place that, like, were not followed from my understanding of what I've read about this one. But yeah, so, like, what could have happened is that the like, fake gun malfunctioned and the mechanism that makes it go off with a blank, like, something broke, and it could be that the person that was killed and there was another person that was injured, I think. It could be that that what came out of this fake gun wasn't a bullet, like, it was something else. It was, like, some sort of, like, shrapnel, basically. I'm speculating 100%. I have no idea what it was, but that's crazy. Yeah, I watched this, or I didn't watch it. Matt told me about it, of this I think video of Alec Baldwin at the police station, I think, or maybe just, like, right after it happened. I don't remember, but, like, he was vomiting, like, from everything that had happened. And that's just, like, what the heck? But it does happen really rarely. I mean, I'm not trying to minimize the fact that, like, people died, but at least, like, overall, we don't see this happen a lot. Like, it was a freak accident. You know what I mean? I do know that the autopsy could take up to 10 weeks. Oh my gosh, yeah. Talk about freaking murder investigations. Not murder, but police investigations. They tend to be kind of slow, especially when there's, like, no chance of, like, finding anyone, like, alive. It's not like a missing persons case. That's crazy. I guess we should start wrapping up. Let's wrap up in like um at the 50 mark. Um I'm also reading The Bone Witch also, which I did not read tonight, but I'm reading that physically. Has anybody read it? Because did you like it? I am like just over halfway, and I don't know if I like it yet. I also like did not know that The Bone Witch is the first book in a series. I thought it was just a standalone. It's not. It's like a full-blown fantasy series. I thought that I was reading like a standalone paranormal fantasy, like witchy, whatever, but that is not what happened. Or if you have any recommendations, like what we were talking about earlier, TV. Does anybody watch The Bachelorette? I wanted to watch the Bachelorette episode tonight. Um, it's Michelle's season. I don't know if you guys watch The Bachelorette, but usually it comes on Mondays, and then Hulu it puts up on Tuesdays. But for some reason, this week's episode still hasn't been put up onto Hulu. I'm checking it right now to make sure I'm still right. Oh, it's been put up now. So it was supposed to come. Oh no, it comes tomorrow at 2 a.m. apparently. Because I guess it came out tonight. Oh, weird. Well, that answers my question. Okay, Bethany liked The Bone Witch. It's good to know. Maybe did you like it like from the beginning, or did you like take a minute to get into? Because like, it's not that I don't like it. Like, I think I'm just really thrown off still by the fact of it being a series and like way more big scheme fantasy than I initially thought. And so it's still like it's kind of throwing me. Sorry, I have the hiccups. Sorry, throwing me for a loop. I think is what's I just am so surprised. But it's not that it's bad. I also think I didn't realize that it was a young adult novel, which I mean, that's my fucking fault. And I do like young adult, but for some reason I was thinking this book was going to be adult. And then I was also reading it in tandem with The Year of the Witching, which is super dark, super messed up. And this book is like very tame. And so I'm like, I wish there was more murder or like craziness. Um okay, but it did take you a minute. Okay. Did the second book come out already? What's the name of the series? Is it called the Bone Witch series? Like, oh, we have hit our time frame. So we're going to wrap up in just a second. I'm going to look at the series name real quick. Oh, yeah, it's called The Bone Witch. When did the second book come out? Let's see. Oh, The Heart Forger. I have heard of that. Oh, it came out in 2018. And then The Shadow Glass is number 3, and that came out in 2019. Is it a trilogy? Is it over? Yeah, it has 3. The covers are gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I can't with these covers. Like, that's the first one, obviously. Sorry, it's going to be blurry. But then they have a white one for the Heart Forger, and Shadow Glass is like a black. Well, it's like a slightly darker purpley blue, like an indigo. I do not know if it's over. The covers is why I picked up the first one. Yeah. Yeah. Gorgeous. I love the like filigree on it. Oh yeah. Okay. So number 3 says in the highly anticipated finale to the Bone Witch trilogy. So that is the end. Okay. Well, that's not that overwhelming, I guess, for a series. I accidentally start series all the time and then I never finish them. I'm like notorious for not finishing series, but Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap this up because I did say 50. It's now 51. I hope you guys enjoyed this little live show. I hope you guys got what you wanted out of it. I certainly enjoyed myself chatting with you guys and making dinner at the same time. Hopefully I'll be able to do this kind of not like frequently, but maybe like once every couple weeks is like really what I would like to do. Um so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh my gosh. My list of series before I go, my list of series that I want to finish has gotten longer, not shorter. It's gotten longer. Anyways, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thanks for hanging out. Love you guys. See you in my next video when that comes out. I'm glad that you enjoyed. Have a good night. Happy Tuesday.